What is going on, guys? Thank you so very much for joining me right here on Off the Script. I got a little bit of extra for you. It is July 14th, 2022. I'm your host, JD from New York. As always, coming to you from the OTS Beer Garden. Thank you guys so very much for joining me on your Thursday afternoons, wherever you may be. The PG era of WWE has finally come to an end. Monday Night Raw, starting on Monday, will go to TV-14. I'm here to tell you it doesn't make a single lick of a difference. Also, Sasha Banks, her non-WWE days are upon us. She can't wrestle, though, apparently, till January 1, 2023. Two NXT superstars receive two new names, and Matt Jackson injured. Did that lead to the decision to put the tag team titles on Keith Lee and Swerve Strickland on Dynamite last night? All this plus so much more right here on Off the Script. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up, man. Hit that thumbs up. I need 1,000 likes minimum on today's OTS Extra. Hit that subscribe button down below. Turn on the bell for all notifications. Go check out all the other content on the channel. We were live on Sunday night. We were live on Monday night. We were live on Tuesday night. We were live on Wednesday night, man. Go and check all that stuff out. Everything you need is on the homepage if you guys want more content from OTS. And also follow me on social media at JD from NY206. That's Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and now Cameo, an official partner with Cameo. Make sure you guys go and hit up Cameo and request your birthday wishes. And if you guys want me to roast anybody, I'll roast whoever you want in the most eloquent way possible, man. So go hit that up and go follow me all along social media. It's the best way to keep up to date on everything you need with OTS. Let's start at the top, man. Two NXT superstars. Two NXT superstars are receiving new names, and this is not surprising given the edict by Vince McMahon, who doesn't want anybody working for him under their independent name or their real name. He wants to own you and own you completely. PW Insider is reporting that James Drake and Zach Gibson, formerly of the Grizzled Young Veterans, they are getting new names. James Drake will now be known as Jagger Reed, and Zach Gibson will be using the ring name Rip Fowler. I mean, it is what it is, folks. There's no sense in getting upset about it. They weren't going anywhere under their old aliases, and now apparently they are supposedly going to be debuting next week with these new names. I find it very coincidental that Joe Gacy came out on NXT Tuesday night and said that Schism, his new group, is going to be unveiling themselves, and they will be debuting next week, unhooding themselves. These druids will finally be revealing their faces. I find it very coincidental that we saw that on Tuesday, and then we get this news here on Thursday. But let's be real. Grizzled Young Veterans were great in NXT UK. They had no fucking idea what to do with them here in the United States. One of the best tag teams that the company has. So this could be a new lease on life. So I'm looking at this as something a little bit of a positive in regards to James Drake now being Jagger Reed and Zach Gibson being used as Rip Fowler. On July 11th, WWE filed to trademark the Jagger Reed name, while WWE trademarked Rip Fowler in May. Both filings were listed for entertainment purposes. They both started teaming together in 2017, where they worked for various independent promotions, including Progress, which was something that had a working relationship with WWE. They signed in WWE in 2018 and have been used on the NXT UK brand, where they were NXT UK Tag Team Champions. Awesome stuff over there, not so much here in the United States. I'm very curious to see how they are used moving forward and what their new look will be like going along with their new name. So we got Zach Gibson and James Drake, new names on NXT 2.0. Sasha Banks. I know everybody is probably sick to death of the Sasha Banks news, but it continues to hit the dirt sheets, and everybody's talking about Sasha Banks and where she will end up. Sasha Banks' first post WWE match may not happen at all this year. Now, I did an extra yesterday, so make sure you guys go check that out. We talked about Sasha Banks appearing at the C2E2 convention in Chicago, but she's not known as Sasha Banks doing photo ops and autographs. Sasha Banks is known as Mercedes Varnado. So this is her first non-WWE booking, her first non-WWE appearance. Something like this, something on this scale, always must be approved by WWE, no matter who you are in the company. So this definitely is a key sign that Sasha's days in the E are numbered. Fightful then reported that many wrestling conventions have reached out to Sasha Banks, but they were told that she could not appear until 2023. Non-wrestling convention organizers were given a specific rate to book her, while wrestling-related promoters were told that she wasn't taking wrestling-related bookings until January 1. WWE has not officially confirmed Sasha's release nor Naomi's release, and there are conflicting reports on her status. There are reports that said that she was released on June 10th, June 11th, and then there are others who said that she was released a couple of weeks ago and that their lawyers, Sasha's team, the lawyers there, were working on her release. Nobody knew if there was a 90-day attached to that or if they got rid of the 90-day. Nobody knows anything as far as Sasha Banks. The other report was that Sasha Banks was still listed internally on the WWE roster sheet, and she is still on WWE.com. So that obviously is throwing people for a little loop. Then on the other hand, Peacock has gotten rid of the Sasha Banks avatar when you sign into the app. WWE is already erasing Sasha Banks from all video and all highlight clips. Bianca Belair was interviewed by Sports Illustrated, and she was not allowed to mention Sasha Banks by name. So everything right now is so hot and cold with Mercedes and what is going on with her status with the company. It's not clear what's going on here. It's not clear. Fightful reported this yesterday. The C2E2 convention, she's going to be there under the Mercedes Varnado name, which is her real name. And then non-wrestling convention organizers were given a specific rate to book her, but the wrestling-related, and this is the key one, the wrestling-related promoters were told that she wasn't taking any bookings until January 1. So what does that mean? What does that mean for Sasha Banks? There's only one thing that it could mean. I don't think that this woman is going to sit out. If she got her release and she's going to sit out the 90 days or whatever the case may be, this woman wants to wrestle. And I don't think this woman is going to put off wrestling for the entire year. It's what she does. It's her bread and butter. She wants to get back out there and wrestle. She's only 30 years old. I mean, she's not going to stop wrestling. For everybody that claims that they know what Mercedes is doing, I don't fucking know what Mercedes is doing. But it's equally hilarious that I got people telling me, oh, well, she's going to Hollywood. How the fuck do you know? Are you a part of Sasha Banks' PR team? Are you a part of Sasha Banks' management team? How do you know she's going to Hollywood? She could certainly go to Hollywood if she wants to, but who the fuck knows where she's going? WWE right now hasn't said a fucking thing. And I don't think they will, because they don't want to cause a fucking uproar in regards to them and have people come attack them for what they did to poor Sasha Banks. The one thing that stands out to me with this wrestling-related promoters deal not taking bookings until January 1, the only thing that I could come up with is that Sasha Banks is still contracted to WWE. She is still a WWE superstar, and she's sitting out her contract until January 1, and that's when her contract runs out. And then after that, she'll be free to do whatever she wants. That's the only logical thing that I was able to come up with here. So I will keep you guys up to date on what's going on with Sasha Banks. Nobody knows what's going on. January 1 seems like a long time. But I said this, and I'm going to say it again. Wherever Sasha Banks goes, I will be there waiting to see what legacy this woman continues to build for herself. And Sasha stands out there. If you are a Sasha stan out there and you're not supporting Mercedes because she wants to go wrestle for Impact Wrestling, I can't even say it. I can't even say it, man. If she wants to go wrestle for anywhere else or any other promotion and you're not following her because she's not wrestling in the E and she's not giving you what you want by going back to the E you weren't really a fan to begin with. So I will keep you guys up to date on everything Mercedes Varnado. It's going to be a very interesting last half of the year to see what exactly happens with her and where she ends up. Matt Jackson. Matt Jackson was apparently hurt in the AEW Tag Team title match on Wednesday's Dynamite. Matt Jackson, Nick Jackson, the Young Bucks, they lost those AEW Tag Team Championships in a triple threat match to Ricky Starks and Will Hobbs. Also, Swerve and Keith Lee were a part of that, and they are the new AEW Tag Team Champions. Apparently, while speaking on the Observer Radio, Brian Alvarez noted that Matt Jackson was injured, and it occurred when Matt Jackson took a suplex in the middle of the match. Brian Alvarez says, and I quote, about 3, 4, 5 minutes into the match, Matt Jackson gets a stinger. Not really a good thing. If you watch the match from that point on, well, what happened was, this was one of those things people are talking about because there are so many injuries. But dude, I'm telling you, 80% of these injuries are on things that nobody should really ever get hurt doing. What he got hurt on was Keith Lee and Will Hobbs giving him a basic vertical suplex. And when he fell, you could see it immediately. He hit ass first coming down, and then his head snapped back, and he was grabbing his neck. From that point forward, he was super careful on taking bumps. Matt Jackson, according to Meltzer, said that he is dealing with neck problems for years due to his wrestling style. That could be. I don't know what the creative plan was for Tony Khan. It may have been something that was planned before the show even went live on TBS on Wednesday night. But I can't seem to figure out why they were given the tag team championships when we all know that FTR and the Bucks were building towards a match, and that was, I think, going to take place at All Out, or if not All Out, it would be a great setting for Grand Slam. I mean, it just goes with all the championships that FTR holds, and then the Bucks holding the AEW championship. It's a Grand Slam of titles. So I was thinking either All Out or Grand Slam. I don't know why Swerve in Our Glory won the tag team championships, but this may be the reason why they possibly called an audible on Wednesday's Dynamite in the main event. Maybe the Bucks were supposed to walk out still the AEW tag team champions, and that Matt Jackson, they didn't know the severity of the injury. A stinger is nothing to really take lightly here. Maybe they called an audible in the middle of the match, and they went with Swerve Strickland and Keith Lee. I don't know. We talked about this on Wednesday's Dynamite post show. If you guys want to go check that out, it is on the homepage right now. But this could be one of the reasons, or the reason, why Swerve and Our Glory are the new AEW Tag Team Championships. And I will keep you updated on what's going on with the Tag Team Championships, the possible direction, and what's going to happen with Matt Jackson here, as the Young Bucks seemingly are going to be out of action for a little bit. And the big story today, man, the reason why I decided to do an extra today, the PG era has ended, and WWE will be a TV-14 program. I see so many people getting excited about this, and clearly nobody has learned their fucking lesson. They listen, they apply, and then they don't think. Please do not get excited about this at all. Andrew Zarian of Mat Men Podcast reported today on Twitter that Monday Night Raw and Friday Night SmackDown will have or not Friday Night SmackDown, just Monday Night Raw. Fox, they're a little pussy over there, so you may not get TV-14 over there. They may push the envelope a little bit, but this is primarily for Monday Night Raw. Andrew Zarian reported on social media today on Twitter, and he said this: starting July 18th, WWE Raw will have a TV-14 rating moving forward on USA Network. The PG era is over, end quote. The first time Vince McMahon made his programming edgier was in 1997, when WWE's ratings were down and the company was losing the Monday Night War against WCW. WWE then shifted towards PG programming in July 2008 because they had no competition, and they figured, why are we bending over backwards for everybody when we're the only game in town? In 2008, after its programming received a PG rating from the TV Parental Guidelines. So this was done to market to children and attract more blue chip sponsors. When WWE made changes to NXT last September and rebranded NXT 2.0, WWE loosened up some of the language and allowed people on the show to be a little bit more lenient with what they say, and they relaxed the rules on wardrobe for the women, Johnny Laurinaitis' thing. And the idea was to bring in a younger audience on Tuesday night. The TV-14 rating will let them do a lot crazier as far as angles are concerned and storylines. That's the last line that I want you guys to really focus on. The TV-14 rating will let them do a lot of crazier angles and storylines. Who is the show written by? I don't know why anybody's getting excited about this. If you are excited about this, God bless you. I'm not saying you can't be excited about this, but I'm telling you that there is no reason to express to everybody publicly your excitement and have hopes for something that's going to happen here, which is going to be nothing. I don't know why you are excited about this. It doesn't matter about the TV-14 rating. The show doesn't need a TV-14 rating. How many times have I explained this to you in the past when this topic was brought up as far as a discussion is concerned? I don't get you people. I don't. Again, be excited about it. But I'm going to be here when everything doesn't change, and I'm going to sit here and I'm going to tell you, I told you so. The show is written by Vince McMahon, 76 years old. The show is written and produced by Bruce Pritchard, who is middle-aged in his 60s. I don't understand what there is to be excited about. You want an edgier product. You want crazier storylines written by somebody who's trending upwards towards 80 years old. Vince doesn't get the younger audience. Vince doesn't get crazy unless he's paying $3 million for a 20-year-old paralegal. Maybe he does get crazy. It's not the type of crazy that I want to see on TV, but maybe he does get crazy. I don't know. But the show, all kidding aside and all joking aside, the show is written by Vince McMahon and Bruce Pritchard. I'm going to tell you something right now that's going to dead this entire conversation. Triple H and his team on NXT, Black and Gold, NXT 1.0, they were never TV-14. They were never TV-14 ever. Do you want to know why? Because they didn't need it. They didn't need it. They came off dark. They came off gritty. They came off real. They came off with an adult vibe. They came off physical and tense. You've seen storylines play out with physicality. If it needed blood, there was blood. You saw things that you didn't see on the main roster, all operating under a TV PG rating. So now you want to tell me that Monday Night Raw is going to get better because it's TV-14? You are sadly mistaken, my friend. It doesn't fucking matter if it's TV-14, rated R, TV-7. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what the rating is because at the end of the day, unless the creative changes, then nothing will change on the show. This show is being written by the same fucking people for over 2 decades. That needs to change. The rating for the show, because of TV parental guidelines, doesn't need to change. And why are they changing now? Why are they changing it now? It's desperation as far as I'm concerned. Oh, look, AEW's got a dark and gritty audience. They're pushing the envelope on TBS. Maybe USA will allow us to do that. This is nothing more than a fucking desperate attempt at grabbing a younger audience. But the show at the end of the day is going to be written by Vince McMahon. And if it's written by Vince McMahon, you're going to get the same shit that you get week in and week out with barely anything changing. What are you going to see? A nip slip? You're going to see fucking tits? You're going to see ass? You're going to see blood? So what? So what? At the end of the day, the 3 hours of Raw is some of the worst television in pro wrestling. Same goes for SmackDown on Friday night. They got way more problems. They got way more on their plate that they should be concerned with than fucking changing the rating on Monday night to TV-14. The whole company creatively is in shambles, and you want me to sit here and oh my God, I'm so excited. I'm so excited for Monday Night Raw going TV-14. We're going to get the chops again. We're going to get cursing. We're going to get flailing of middle fingers. No, you're not. No, you're not. The show is written by Vince McMahon. Notify me. I want somebody to tell me when the news breaks of Vince McMahon being removed from head of creative for the company. Then then I'll get excited about that, because then I know real change is finally upon us. This is bullshit. This means nothing, and you all will be sorely disappointed. Holy shit. How about that for a fucking fuck you rant, man? Come on. Who does it better? Nobody. I'm getting out of here, guys. Thank you so very much for all of your support. Hit that thumbs up. 1,000 likes minimum today on OTS Extra. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button down below. Turn on the bell for all notifications. Make sure you guys go check out all the other content on the channel. And I will be live for Friday Night SmackDown. All technical difficulties, they could stay home. I think I fixed whatever the problem was. Make sure you guys join me live on Friday night after SmackDown and after Rampage. We'll have a party right here in the OTS Beer Garden. Until then, guys, thank you so very much. Have a great Thursday. I'm about to take a shower and make myself a goddamn old-fashioned, man, because it's been a long week, and I fucking deserve it, man. I'll see you guys later.